Good afternoon and a very warm welcome to live Day 2 coverage of the DUKSHINEPC Championship staged here at stunning Kingsdale Golf Club. It's a brand new event in a brand new season on the KLPGA Tour, the fourth stop domestically here in South Korea. Timothy Lowe here welcoming you along to Friday action, where we began the day with a three-way tie for the lead at 3 under par. Kingsdale proved very, very challenging in the opening round. High winds and undulating large putting surfaces getting the best of 132 players in the field. Now, Kim Min-sun 7 has reached the top of the leaderboard with some stunning golf this afternoon. She's on the 9th hole, and this is a putt from just about 35 feet for birdie, looking to extend that advantage to 2 shots here in round 2. What you're going to notice here, if you weren't with us for opening round coverage, is these are enormous greens at Kingsdale, and they're not very flat. Plenty of humps and hollows, segmenting these greens into different sections. So vital to not only give yourself birdie putts, but to have putts from the right sections. Case in point right here, Lee Dong-eun, she's on the 7th green, but from that front portion, she's got to come up and across this big old tier, which is going to spit this ball left. Excellent pace control there. What you're going to find is most 3 putts are caused by poor pace, not so much poor line reading. Yes, having the right line certainly helps, but it counts for nothing if you're not dead weight, as Dong-eun was right there. So should walk off with a par. This a little bit further back. Go GU on the I1 Resorts Ladies Open last year for her only tour title. Only 5 over par. And staying there. Remember when we came off the air last night, it was 3 under par. The projected cut, and that's low 60 in ties. It was only 2 over, so if the cut was to be made after the opening round, there would have been only a 5-shot separation between someone who's just squeaked into the weekend and someone leading the pack. One win on the KLPGA Tour came in the modified Stableford event. A couple of years back, the Dumbu Construction Koreat Championship. Lovely shot into the 6th, currently 3 over par. This is a birdie putt for the always popular Ga Young. Should just move a touch from the right. A lot more than the Ga Young or myself thought. Billion Korean won prize purse up for grabs this week at Kingsdale. 180 million to the champion. Still yet to win a regular stroke play event. KLPGA Tour, it has to be said, for Lee Ga-young. Now, Lee Shu-ying. Can't mistake her, that unique cross-handed claw putting style. That red ribbon in her hair. Getting so very close at the Im Financial Group Championship 2 weeks ago. Played in the final group with Ang Shin-sil and Park Ju-young, ultimately just falling short. Start she was looking for, now back at 6 over par and a share of 79th. Waiting back in the fairway, Yoo Hyun-ju, just coming off a hole-out eagle at the 6th hole. She certainly vaulted her way back into the right direction. For the green, though, Song Eun-ah. This is a par putt for the KLPGA Tour rookie. Very nicely negotiated. Good putt there. It's 3 over par and at present comfortably inside the projected cut line. always find it comical, the extra long flag sticks. I mean, look at that thing whipping in the wind. That's over 2 meters, 2.5 meters tall, and you need it to be comically long just because of the sheer elevation you have to contend with as you navigate your way around this formidable Kingsdale layout. Good 15, maybe 20 meters upslope into your calculations. Up at the green. Oh, this is downwind. Should just stay up on that little crest. It's going to work its way back down left edge of the green, and that's going to be a real talking point this week. Actually finishes up on that left fringe. Not only hit the greens, hit the right sections of the green. You're better off missing some of these hole locations. Might leave you easier chips than if you hit it in the wrong spot. Now Hong Jung Min. 3 over par 4, the championship. That's a superb shot. That's most definitely the right section on the 7th. Last to go. Longest of the 3 tee shots for Ko Ji-won. Yu Jun-ju, even par. Got a wedge here. Oh, that took a nasty first bounce. Just misses the backstop, and that's usually quite a tricky pitch, but being back into the breeze might give her a little bit of margin for error. Just to remind you, the first major of the 2025 season comes your way next week, live from Lakewood Country Club, where Lee Jung-min wants to defend the KLPGA Championship. Should be a cracking week of major championship golf once more on the KLPGA Tour. This is the view as you look back up the hill from the 8th green. We saw Won Jung-min, Dukshin EPC's own sponsored player, almost jar it for a hole-in-one, which would have won her a brand new massage chair, which has been bravely and prominently displayed up on that tee box. Week last week at Kim Hae Kaya was really a factor at the Nick Sen St. 9 Masters, out of an awfully congested leaderboard Sunday afternoon where 7 different players held either the solo or a share of the lead up the course of the final round before Bang Shin-sil eventually birdied 4 of her last 5 holes to pick up her 3rd KLPGA Tour title. You see that pin front left section of this green was in the saddle yesterday. So coming up short, not disastrous today. Song on the tee. Punch one in low, keep it out of that swirling breeze. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Just creeps on the front edge. Might have a bit of a hump to negotiate. 15 feet from her ball. Certainly better than going long. Good solid finish in the Blue Canyon Championship in Phuket. Start of the year. Season started in Thailand, I should say. And then a couple of missed cuts before top 10 last week. And Kim Hae running along nicely here, even par. And scoring has been tricky at best for the players this week. It's a 6-iron for Dong-eun. backswing. Not too many moving parts. Uh-oh, that's a little deep. That is in that middle segment of the green. We saw the hole yesterday. That is going to be a rather tricky one. She knows it. Just off the left edge of the 7th, Hyunju going to chip this one, try and take some of the slope out of the equation. Yeah, pretty nicely played there. We'll still have around 5.5 feet for her par. Fringe, really slow to start, then right about there it should start to gather speed. It's always going to be a tough ask from that spot. Struggling for par after a very big tee shot. Power isn't everything without precision in the game of golf, particularly the case this week at Kingsdale. Jump up to the 10th hole, start of the back 9 with our championship leader Kim Min-sun 7. Tee shot found that left rough, coming uphill into this green. Hard wedge over to 9-9. It's a wedge, 48 degrees aloft on it. That was the right club, certainly. A brilliant shot there. Read the lie very nicely, knew it was going to release. Hit her landing spot. Good shot for Kim Min-sun 7. He's found that conditions like these, high winds, segmented greens, really just highlighted or differentiated the great ball strikers from the ones who kind of scunge it around a golf course. Absolute control of the trajectory and spin on your shots. And that is vital when the going gets tough. Now, G1 for her par. Just fell a little right for Go G1. Seung-hui for a birdie. That would have taken her back to even par. To the back 9, 1 over for the tournament. Jung-min after that beautiful approach. Got to convert these chances. They are few and far between at Kingsdale. Now, pulled it. He went straight off the bat. Did not come out of the middle of the club face, so an opportunity squandered there for Hung. This is all kinds of unpleasant at the 8th. Li Shuying. I'll try and stun this into the slope. I just carried that way too far. She was trying to power that into the slope, just get it to grab and just tickle over the hump. Completely missed her landing spot. She's in all sorts of bother here at the par 3. To 7 and the par putt of Yu Hyun-ju. Settled on it. Something bothered her. Stepped away. Still leads to a bogey. Shuying's third at the 8th. Oh boy. Oh boy. Double bogey if that one doesn't drop. Still got to keep your focus on these, especially when you're putting from the top side of the holes. Okay, center cup. And it will be a drop shot. You don't mention the complexities of this putt. Got to hit it hard enough to get it up. That slope in front of her, but it's just hard enough to have it catch the downslope on the other side, and then it's all going to funnel down towards the pin. It feels like it's hit way too hard. Goodness me, this could roll off the green. Look at that. And she didn't hit a bad tee shot, it's just the wrong club. Struggles. This lady continues to surge. Kim Min-sun 7 for yet another birdie on Friday afternoon. We're up to 5 under par. From her left to right. 2.5 feet. She can't miss right now, Kim Min-sun. Beautiful. That's a 4th birdie of the day. When you think the field scoring average was 74.5 in yesterday's opening round. It was at 75, in fact. The fact that she's 4 under and bogey free. She stays there. She is gaining. It's like almost 7 shots. And the field average and some remarkable golf as we go back to Lee Dong-eun. After racing her birdie effort by. chance. Tentative there. 3-putt bogey, but it was always going to be the case from where that tee shot ended up. For the wrong side of par. You up to the 7th. Spin control hampered by the fact she's playing this out of the left-hand rough, so got to allow for some chase. She has finagled a beautiful shot in there. What control! Shot. She's crept on the front right edge of the green, but birdie putt didn't have the best pace on that front right side. So try and stay at 3 over par. I see a lot of backing off. Understandably so, conditions do make you second guess. Oh, well done. That's a good 2-putt. So vital for a rookie to get off to a solid start in the season. Takes so much pressure off as you make your way towards the end of the year, trying to stay inside the top 60 on the money list. Calculations required for home draw min, so the fact that this is an elevated tee, so it spends a little more time with the air, theoretically goes a touch longer. Short, deep into this green. So Eat on them found out. Ahead of them. This is a 7. Shot towards the 6. There you go, 7 iron. Smooth swing. Seems to like it. Is it for distance? Left. You know what? Had the accident. That's pretty much the straight uphill pitch she's left herself. It's not the worst miss. Keep those sugar and energy levels up. Make your way around the golf course. Be surprised how much fluids and how much electrolytes you lose in a golf cart. It's draining like that. Trudging around these hills for 18 holes. It's looking like it's helping. Looks like it's picking up as well. That's the correct miss. Up to the 9th. Edengan. That does present a rare scoring opportunity.
Okay.
Go G1. 6 feather this, which has got some speed. It's absolutely fine. Easy controlled, at least she's in the right segment of the surface. Day 1 rolling along here, and day 2, excuse me, and Kim Min Sun 7 has opened up a 2-shot cushion with a 4th unanswered birdie of the day to lead at 5 under par here at the inaugural Dukshin EPC Championship. in from the low side of the green at the 8th, just skipping one through the fringe and doing a very, very fine job indeed. Very clever shot, that one from home. Old school golfers would be proud of that. Just try and get it on the ground as soon as possible. Rolling as quickly as you can, especially in high winds. It's definitely the percentage play. So a nice tidy par save from Jung Min. Keeps her at 3 over par. To the 7th, and after that wonderful shot for Ko Ji-yu. This is a putt for birdie. Starts to turn from there and straight in the middle. Beautifully holed for Ko Ji-yu. Got a little bounce back in her step. Breaks the string of pars with a birdie at 7. See there, 4 over par, a share of 62nd. Projected cut line 3 over par. Kim Ju. Going to be able to get a little check on that first or second bounce. Can't quite tell if that's in the rough or the fringe cut. Pop that on the top of the slope. Tumble on down. Not bad, pretty good shot. Idongan ahead at the 9th. Turns sharply uphill here. You see that 23 meters worth of additional elevation the players have to factor in. Nothing behind that. Skip all the way to the front? No, but she's left it very handy. Pitching up the entire length of the green. So leaves it handy in 2 at the par 5. The par 5, the first of the 2 in the back 9. Kim Min Sun 7, inside in 2. Position. Manufacturing up and down. She's going to continue to pad that lead. Not too complicated, this one. It's a green to work with, also working up a slight tier. Feeling that a little soft. Trying to run along. No, something about the traditional listed knee doesn't like that. Reaching for your most lofted club. Only a couple of feet off the edge of a green with no trouble in front as we go back to 8. The birdie putt from Ko Ji-won. Good weight on that one. Pace. Wasn't the best of chip shots, but still a birdie putt here for your championship leader. It's another putt that's buried in the middle. Can't put a foot wrong today. Kim Min Sun 7, 5 under for her round. She leads by 3. She wants to take the lofted club here. She's got to fly all the way into that back shelf of the green. I think stuck into that upslope is going to back towards her. Like that. For her par. tricky greens to read this week at Kingsdale. See a lot of short putts missed. Simple tactical mistakes. The very worst. Sure you're on that upper shelf, even if it's 20 feet long. Because now you bring 3-putt into play if you're not bang on with your pace. The lower shelf, so a birdie putt, but a long one and a slow one at that for Lee at the 9th. Slow down. It's an infuriating game. Just off the edge of the green and a par 5 in 2. We've got a 18 footer even. Going par. Back on the tee, Hong Jung Min. Should be a helping breeze for the players off this tee box, so I can give this one a little bit more oomph. Of the two Gold sisters this afternoon, 3-1. Sister RGU has been done early to get to 4 over. 1. Solid swing there. Just into the right rough. Shouldn't be too much of a difference maker, being a par 5. Lead up by this hole, and third shot did find the correct level, so birdie putt to try and give a little breathing room. Ooh. Hooked in all the way. Just unlucky. Steady par 5 though. Footing after that tough start, 3 over through the first 4. Par for Dolan. He's been making a mess of this 9th hole since that beautiful second shot. I'll be forgiven if this one drops. Okay, took the scenic route, but it's a 5 on the card. That's all that matters for Lee Dong-eun. Song turns in 3 over par. too bad. She's playing from rifle this ball up to the air. There's a little draw spin on it too. There we got that into the right rough. The slightly longer stuff. Try it out here is too bad. Poor. A second. Leader by 3. Downhill to the 12th. Heavy. Poor swing of the day from the lady who leads the inaugural Dukshin EPC Championship by 3 at this stage on Friday afternoon. Kim Min-sun 7 in firm control of this first edition.
잘했습니다.
Left side of the fairway on the 9th, or left side of the hole, I should say. She's coming out of the rough. At least gets that onto the upper level of the green, and we'll have a birdie putt from 25 feet. Par save at the 9th. Dongan has reached the 10th tee, going with driver. Get a little bit of help. Sure, that second shot as much as possible. Not too bad there. Much clubbing for a second. A home from the right rough at 9. She would have been able to produce from the fairway, but still pretty good. Smart, safe shot for Jungmin. Now back to your leader at the 12th, Kim Min Sun 7. Poor second to leave it this far short. Now pitching up into the breeze for her third. As this ball does hit the green, it should carom a little left. Closer up to the hole with spin. Not bad. Pretty well played. Needs to stay there. I don't think it's going to. There it goes. Frustration. Slow, long putt from Idongan country at 9. So goes racing past. Cruising along it. Still on the 7th tee. She was 0.4 back. She misses that. She's going to be on the cut line. To your leader at 12, Kim Min Sun, with this right to lefter for her par. To keep her scorecard blemish free. Squeaky clean, it will stay. Nice par saving putt there for Kim. downhill and swaying to the right. Tongan at 10. Also a downhill left to righter. That's going to fall off low. It's just so hard to see that break. You know it's there, but you just can't trust yourself to send it far enough left. Just falling off a fraction low. Also, nice little pitch shot into the 11. This is a birdie chance. We're back to 1 over. Yep. Well done. Gets that one to go. Birdie start to the back nine. Seunghui. So Edelman managed a great escape from here. And so too will Yoo Hyun-ju. Good, timely par save there. Just stops the bleeding a little. 8 on the front side. To the par 3, 13th. So near aciously from Park Hye-jin. On the tee, 7 ideas. A bit of help in the air. So a lot of 6s and 5 irons to yesterday's front left pin. Done with a little more bat. Song. Birdie at 10. Oh, very nice. Do 1 in a row, back to 2 over par. Just this little tapping. Gucci one's par. Single player decides to get me in sun 7. Under par, outward 9. Pretty much everyone a couple over. Edelman release that birdie putt pass. That's now for her par at the 10th. Dear. Clumsy, very clumsy indeed. Checking on Nikaya, who's unfortunately back at 5 over par now, playing a third to the night. This from 90 meters, but coming from the fairway.
short of 13. We'll throw this one out a little way. Slowly feed it back left.
Oh, thought she was going to bin that for a second. It's been that kind of day for her. She'll take the little break and there she'll move to keeper, I should say. At 6 under par. Springtime in South Korea, flowers in full bloom. It's another perfect day out here at Kingsdale, and it's even better when your name's Kim Min Sun 7. She leads at 6 under par, 3 clear of Jung Yun Ji. Still keeping maximum focus on this par saving putt, keeping it at 7. Just inside the left hand. Doesn't need to start this outside the hole. Fine round of golf is Kim. See if her first birdie of the afternoon can just give Song the lift she needs. Shaky in the last couple of holes. And she's got the power to get this near that front edge of the green. Got to keep it a little left, but this one out right. Oh, gets a very good break. Kicks down off the side slope. That could have gone anywhere. Back up on the 10th tee. It's that three-way trap, and it looks like that's nestled up pretty close to the lip. Not sure if she can get to the green from there. Sister. A chance to claw herself to the projected cut line. That started low, so it's not getting near hard enough.
Can't seem to get it to the front edge. Golfers coming this season. Doubles really hurting though. Front side did pick up a birdie at the second though as we return to the 10th tee with Hong Jong Min. First look at the afternoon at Lee Chae-yeon 2, who's going along quite nicely at 2 under par for the tournament. Level for the day. This is her third shot from 75 meters. It's very tidy. Chance to get into a share of second place for Chae-yeon 2. It's the KLPGA Tour, but has knocked on the door several times. Song at 11. Drive on in low. Couple of hops and check. Just pitched out the fringe. Not bad though. Still has a chance. A decent one. Well short. OGU. It's not for par. Respect the slope. This one wants to turn right if you're not fully committed on it. Snaps that in the back cut. Well done. Fortuitous break, bouncing off the hill with that second shot. And nice little pitch there for Lee Dong-eun. It's a birdie putt from around 5 feet. Could use 1 or 2 just to get the confidence back. That 3 putt back at 10 really shook her. This looks like the 18th hole. Song for back-to-back birdies to start her back 9. We have had a Song win Rookie of the Year before in the KLPGA Tour. That was Song Ga-eun back in 2021. By a stunning playoff victory over ENG Lee. Financial Group Championship at Portune Adonis. Goji won pretty close to that lip and a great stance as well. Ball below her feet. Caught that one a little heavy. She even got it out of the bunker. Doesn't look like it. Sorts of problems here for G1. G2 move to 3 under. 35. Comfortable feeling standing on the putt. Just feel that breeze blowing hard into your back. So if you're balanced, just makes you feel unsettled and unstable. So absolutely rightfully so. Backing off that. Refocusing. Because as that ball loses speed, wind will want to affect it, so it will want to shift it right. Something it can. Chart perhaps for ENG2. It's for birdie. She's just oscillating on its spot. Yeah, rightfully so. Let's go away and go to someone who's actually going to hit a putt. This is Lee Dong-eun. Birdie effort. At 11, nope, slides low. Really going her way right now. Slim shoulders, not the most positive body language as she makes her way to the 12th tee. Yeah, tournament leader, Kim Min-sun 7. Got that tee shot very close to the front edge of the green on 14. This one in from 70 yards. Oh no, stay there. Oh, got away with it. Backs up another foot. It rolls back down towards the front of the green. I'd be running up to mark it as well if I were you. Now, Yoo Hyun-joo, second into 10th. Split the fairway with her tee shot. Get plenty of spin on this one. Must carry it at least pin high. Yeah, beautifully played. Took advantage of an excellent tee ball. She'll have a birdie opportunity. Now live with Kim Jong-min. A couple yards closer, but same kind of shot required. See one, play one. Beautiful shot. Finally, are we ready to hit this one, Chae-yoon? Oh, worth the wait. Took a while, but it drops, and Lee Chae-yoon too moves back into a share of second place at 3 under par. Did come out of the bunker, but that is going to be what she has left to avoid another bogey. Been a tough all day at Kingsdale, unless your name's Kim Min-sun 7. She has got the low round of the day, low round of the week working. She leads by 3 as the projected cut mark drops back to 4 over par. get to 7 under par for the tournament. It tried to get back, but just a hair too high there for Kim Min Sun. 7. But back at the 10th. Go to 1. Not a million miles away. Oh, what a 4. You talk about scenic routes. That was certainly one. Bunkered off the tee. Barely got it out with her second. Indifferent third to then. All is forgiven with a curling 40-footer to keep her at 1 over par. Well done. Now Song at 12, coming downhill. Sawed off follow through again, trying to flight this one down. Let's come up short. Song. A bit short as well. Ju sparkling second. Can she convert for birdie? Answer. Moved. I wonder if the wind back one up because it looked like a good putt. Nobody's paying attention. Good on them. Got a little bit further down here, that right fairway, 12. Still playing into this very stiff breeze coming out of rough. Will help just take a little spin off this. Jump in for her 3. Just before last break, so the cut line moved back to 4 over par, so a bit of breathing room for home. It's not going to make her feel any better. She's missed a couple of good looks from around that range. Then back to the 7th, and now here at 10.
Okay.
This helping breeze at 10. Looked a little late on that. Possibly sending that one out right. But it's okay. Song. Beautiful little stunning pitch shot there. Very nicely played. Dini-like escape at 10. One of those holes where 14 on this back nine. A good swing on it. Off a very decent look. Just the frontage of the 10th green. Quite a difficult chip shot. the plate. Sunset flirted with the penalty area at 15, but she's okay and has left herself. Easy spot. You can think about holding this. Should stay pretty straight once it hits the green. There, just knocked a fraction too much speed off. G1. Down the left. Yeah, okay, that's looks pretty wide, but that's a good leave there on 11. Looks up the angle of the green. Up at 12, Dongan for her part. As you like. June. Rolled out for an eagle back at 6. About 30 yards short of the green. Definitely get this one within 30. Just got to make sure she's up the left-hand side. Okay, onto the green. Steady on. Steady. Steady. Okay. Past the pin, but there for 2 at the par 5. But for Sun 7 at the 15th. To stay 3 clear. first time today. A little hiccup. Comments on 7. There's blemish on her card, and it comes in the most innocuous fashion. Par 3 15th, still a very good round of golf working. Solid chin. Look here, and oh yes, well done. Rolling that one in to take her onto the projected cut line. Vital birdie there for Saw. Lots of green to work with on this angle for G1. Okay, nicely played pitch shot, but we saw from Lee Dong-eun that putt's going to have quite a bit of break in it from left to right. So Hyun, a couple of wins last year for her, all coming in playoffs. It's a nice par saving putt, which will keep her 1 over par for this tournament. Heaven Masters and the KGE Daily Ladies Open took 3 playoff holes each, all on par 5s. Didn't make worse than birdie. 6 times. Now Hyunju's third. Par 5 11th, needs a little bit more pace to get up that slope. Now it's going to start feeding right now. It's another poor little pitch shot from around the green. For you. This is out wide right. That's going to be a lightning quick chip. It faces her. Can tell you that's the 11th hole. Can't tell you who that player is because we got back so quickly. A ball was already on the way. By deduction, that should be Hong Jung-min. There she is. Back up to 13 and Song. As we ping pong our way around this back 9 at Kingsdale, trying to keep up with all the action from our featured groups. The rookie's got a 5-iron. And that also hangs up on the right. So they're trying to use that slope, but the problem is if you get stuck on the wrong side of it, now you've got a rapid one for your second. Break. Hyunju has to play here. So it's going to go 90 degrees. And we'll send it out high. It should start to U-turn from there. Gave it too much borrow. Now she's got some serious problems. This is actually a bogey putt for Hong Jung-min. And that is a really, really bizarre turn of events for her. She's coming on pretty solid. Now that double bogey drops her from inside the cut line to outside. Putt now for Yu Hyun-ju, and this is slick. Okay, and she did on 9. Get away with a couple of poor shots unscathed. Now Kim Min-sun 7 on the 16th. Dropped her first shot of the day back at the par 3. Chance to make amends uphill into this green. She's got a wedge. That's beautiful. Well done. Super opportunity to bounce back in perfect fashion. Send this one outside left lip. Really moves hard from left to right. Stayed straight on her. I was curious. We saw Lee Dong-eun's really snap at the hole. She was just pretty much stayed dead straight where she aimed it. Goodbye. See you later. Just illustrates the point. You miss that slope, you're going to be in a world of trouble. Jumping in for a costly double that you would think was a good opportunity, standing up on the tee box. Song just needs to lose speed there. Should start to gather pace now. Not bad. Dongan's come back for par at the 13th, straight up the hill. Got to attack this putt. Can't baby it over the front edge. The journey on the struggle bus continues. Another drop shot back at 3 over now. The 12 tee players turned back into the breeze. Play conservative down the left fairway or take the aggressive line down the right. These conditions, I anticipate most players going to be going left. That's exactly where Yuhyun Ju's placed that. Placed it nicely.
벙커 쪽은 지금 맞바람 쐬서 그쪽보다 왼쪽 가도 2% 다쳐.
Shot on 10 left. Fell off that a little. Ooh. Well, it's the benefit of missing it in the right spot, I suppose. She's missed the upper fairway, but gets a nice kick and ends up much in a bang perfect spot on that right fairway. So good break there for Ko Ji-won as we return to Kim Min-sun 7 for the 6th birdie of the day. Back to 6 under par. A cup of left to right movement in this one with the championship leader. That looked low. Yeah. Gave that one a chance, Kim. The par. Keeper ahead by 2. Oh, that's a cruel, violent lip out for Song Eun-na. Did full 360. Shot back to 4 over to the cut line. That Dongan is slowly just teetering down towards. Now back at 3 over par 5 over for the second round. Where did it all go wrong? KLPGA to a sophomore. There's been anything but easy out there this afternoon at Kingsdale. Min-sun leads by 2 over Jung Yun-ji. to have sat down a little in that rough for Gojiu, but that should help her knock some spin off and play for some chase. She's done very nicely. Good touch there for Go. Her sister battling to stick around for the weekend action at the inaugural Dukshin EPC Championship. Ahead to Yoo Hyun-ju. Second shot down the hill into 12 into this stiff headwind. You can see me gripping down the club for a abbreviated follow through, just trying to keep that ball flight under control. Don't want it spinning up in the breeze, and that is one of the best shots we've seen into this par 4 all afternoon. Stunning stuff there. Great control from Yoo Hyun-ju. G1 below her feet, so trying to get to a left pin, always just a little tricky from here. It's important to make sure you release that right hand square up the club face, and she too produces a sparkling shot. Now Lee Ga-young working hard as well. One outside the number right now, needs that to go. It's not going to, but at least she's on the correct side of the hole for the uphill putt. G1. But move from her left to right. Pretty flat, so doesn't have to worry about this one getting away from her. And stay aggressive on it. Too aggressive right through the break. Lee Dong-eun get it pretty close to the front edge of the green on this 14th. Especially with driver from that elevated tee box high above the fairway. Just in the upslope. It's okay. It's this Hong Jung-min. Don't be dropping 3 shots in 2 holes. Ooh. 6 over par, 2 outside the number. She's got chances, but she's got to take them coming in. Second deserves a 3, but will she get it? Yoo Hyun-ju is right to left her at 12. Trying to eke herself closer to even par. Beautifully holed. Any textbook way to play that hole. Tee shot up the left. Wonderfully controlled approach and rewarded with a birdie 3. That will move her back inside the top 20 as Lee Young, a hole back, needs this to get herself to 4 over. That's exactly what she's going to do. Vital 4 there for Lee Young. Breathing room. Go GU as they play pitch. Expect her to convert this one without too much incident. Inside left edge. Yeah. Beautiful 4 for Go GU. Second of the day. Piecing together a solid day at the office, much like our leader Kim Min Sun 7. Has got a very awkward looking hanging lie here at 17. Big downslope. Just got to make sure you keep your weight forward. That 6 iron's going to come up more like a 4 with the topography affecting the trajectory. Got 141 meters to go. Okay, safely on the dance floor. It's going to work its way back a little bit, but that's pretty good. Off the right at 13. So Please just trying to get it out towards that massive slope in the front right of the green. To pitch it on that. It will feed on towards the pin position, but leave it out right. Will be struggling for par. But which is far enough past that slope where that is not too bad of a miss. It's going to be a little downhill, not as bad as if you come up short right. Covering that ball. So it's softer, you don't want to just hang back like a lazy pass at it and leave it out short right like that. That is not where Coach Wan wanted to leave it on 13. Work cut out for a par now. Up to 17 and Kim Min Sun 7 up and over the little ridge. There's another birdie look for her from 30 feet. Oh, you wouldn't believe it. Another one drops from range. Kim Min Sun 7 pushes that lead back up to 3 shots with a 6th birdie of the afternoon. Plenty to smile about if you're in the Kim Min Sun 7 camp this Friday. Got to start taking chances. Got to be aggressive. 6 holes left to try and make the weekend. Play this low, try and skip it through the fringe, or play it high. Looks like she's going for the low ball. It's worked out pretty nicely. That is a wonderful shot. Made that look a lot simpler than it was. Good touch there from Koji Won. I haven't seen too much of Li Shuing lately, and well, that's why. Back at 8 over par. Got to run the tables to make it to the weekend. And it could start here at 14. Okay, that's one for Shuing. to 7 over, still 3 outside the number. To miss a cut this season on the KLPGA Tour. She's going to need her level best to keep that streak alive this week. Jung-min. You could hear the spin as that pitched into the upslope. There's a look. Can't afford to drop any more shots on Jung-min. The task is just getting tougher and tougher for her.
잠시만요.
Straightforward little chip shot here. Just sort of funnels gently down towards that hole location. So get this one just past the fringe. It should trickle on. That stopped a lot quicker than I thought it was going to. Left herself a knee knocker. Just off the left side of the green at 12. Pitch. Kick a fraction right once it hits the green and tumble along. Oh, judge that beautifully. What touch from Lee Ga-young. Superb. For Goji Won, back at the 13th. Don't need to read too much break into this, should stay pretty straight. Okay, very handy up and down there for Goji Won. Or a tee shot that makes amends with a tidy short game.
잘 몰고 가고 있다. 잘 몰고 가고 있다.
Goji Yu, a hole behind at 12 for her birdie. Oh, just like her sister, just an almost identical putt. It's just not that much break in it. Jung-min for her part. Okay, tried to get away, but thankfully it didn't. Good up and down. Hyun-ju. Particularly one for her 3. Straight pull there, came off the toe of the putter face. That's clumsy. Thought she would have had the easiest up and down of the 3 at this 13th, and she's the one that's going to be dropping a shot. Up to 15, Lee Dong-eun with this Peninsula Green par 3. She's got 8 iron. Oh, clattered it off the flagstick with a new BMW on the line. It was too accurate there for Lee Dong-eun. It's the second time this week we've seen someone hit the flagstick. Well, Jung-min hit the cup on 8 yesterday. And that'll bring a smile back to the face of Lee Dong-eun. Look at the drop from tee down to fairway at the 14th hole. So our featured group head next. It's one of those holes in the back nine I mentioned earlier where Get a good tee shot away. Turns into a birdie opportunity. Got to find the fairway here. Poor tee shot in 11 did lead to that double bogey. Missing 18, I have to say. Those are her two good opportunities to find the birdie she needs to make the cut. Okay, that will do. That will do very nicely for home gentlemen. Just opting for a 3-wood. There's no need for driver. Yes, it gets you a shorter second shot in, but if you can do the same amount of damage with a full wedge than a little halfie, why not? Just takes a little risk out of the equation. Dongan, after rattling that tee shot off the flagstick, will have a first birdie of the day here at 15. Never a bad time for your first one.
Nice.
There you go. Finally one goes for Lee Dongan. Hooray! Back to 2 over par and back inside the top 30. Would love to cap off this splendid day of golf with one final birdie. Kim Min Sun from 86 meters at the 18th. It's hard to get that one to grab coming downwind, but you'll have an outside chance, and it'll certainly be low round of the week thus far. 2 putts from there are 67. If that one drops, it's a 66. Definitely be in the final group. Moving day action tomorrow. So, flip side of the spectrum. 3 under par yesterday. Co-leader in danger of missing the cut. She's on that cut mark of 4 over right now. He's been day total performances on Thursday and Friday. Off the mark here. stance. A little skidding chip shot. It was low and it was skidding and just didn't grab. Poor contact there from Yu. Getting laid back with a 3-wood, still only has 81 meters with his 14th green, so just a nice solid gap wedge or a sand wedge for her. Struck this nicely and definitely got a good amount of spin on it. Pretty much play this the full yardage. Not quite as close as she would have liked, but at least it's about on the upper deck. Just off the edge of the green at the par 3. This is a birdie putt. Shot on the way for Goji 1 at the 14th, just from that first cut of rough. Oh, wow. Gets that to rip, and unfortunately, backspin to her detriment. That makes its way down towards the front edge of the green. Pretty sloppy shot from G1. We go to 16, and Ro Seung-hui, another player, is lurking on that cut line, 4 over. It's a birdie putt, just give her a little bit of wiggle room. Yeah, coaxes that one in. Nice birdie there for Ro. Adventurous trek round the back nine, couple of bogeys, couple of birdies, and just the one par. Back at 13 as we return to the 14th and the second of Hong Jung-min. Beautiful. Really good shot. Just had a couple of birdie looks from that range today. None have dropped. She needs that one too. She wants to cash a check this week. And the par putt for Ko Ji-Yu back on the 13th. Covers the situation well. And has saved her on that occasion. Nicely done. So just going to 2-putt this. 4 over. Looks like it's going to be safe. That's it. Same for 5. Okay, despite a pretty awful day at the office, she's going to break 80 and around for 36 more holes. Dukshin EPC Championship. Cautionary tale, that's how quickly things can turn. This brutal layout. One day, you're battle to make the cut the next.
Oh, that could not stay out. Yeah, that's going to roll back down. Oh my goodness. Go G1. This is a very messy display of things on 14, and she can hardly believe it. Can be made to look a little silly if you're not quite sharp enough here at Kingsdale. Sister back up on the tee box, unbeknownst to G1's struggles down on the green. She's going with driver. Reminiscent of that 12th hole at Rainbow Hills, where we'll be heading back for the Korean Women's Open in June. The days at tee, and then players obviously get a shuttle ride down that snake and cart path to the fairway. Picturesque if you're playing this on holiday, but it can be a bit of a scary tee shot if you don't have full control of your golf swing and your ball flight. And the sun's went on its way. Now it looks like a pretty hole. They've got that tee ball safely in the short grass. It's not one of you afraid of heights, is it? That tee shot. Goodness me. It's like going down a ski slope. Down on the green, Yu Hyun-ju for birdie. Cap off a stellar round of golf in very flashy fashion. Kim Min-sun 7 for a 7th birdie of the afternoon. Let's try and get some speed. Not going to take the break at pace. There's just a little meat left on that bone for Kim. Now checking on Song Na-eun. 16th downhill lie, but the play to an elevated green. Oh, and look at this. Look at this! Brilliant shot. She will have no idea that that's scared the edge of the cup, but she'll be delighted when she gets up to the green. That was a few moments ago. Now live with Lee Dong-eun. To that green as well, but off a slightly flatter lie than Song Eun-na's. Produces an equally impressive approach. Lovely from
Lee Dong-eun. Hong Jung-min. Gotta make this. And she does. Beautiful. So, birdie moves her to 5 over. As the graphic department update that top left-hand side of your screen. Because that is championship leader Kim Min-sun 7. A par on the last. Wonderful round of golf today. 6 birdies against a lone bogey at 15. It's a low round of the week. A 67. She leads by 3 going into the weekend. Chasing another KLPGA Tour title. This is a bogey putt now for Ko Ji-won. She ran that par putt well past this to avoid a 4-stack. All right. Just a 3 putt. Messy one at that for Ko Ji-won. That can face players if you don't get it onto that level of the green. That's what you can see. That down in the fairway on the right rough, as it were. It looks to be sitting down a smidge. Coming in with a little less spin. Gotta just play the percentage shot, if anything. Miss this long, not short. Done. Okay, it looked like it was going to grab and just back up. It stayed up on that top shelf for Lee Ga-yeon. She won. Shake off that 3-putt. She's done that. Beautifully played. Par 3, 15th. Back-to-back birdies, perhaps, for second shot. Nice conversion. Just floundering for for most of the day today, but a couple of birdies, and all of a sudden, they're marching back in the correct direction on Friday afternoon. See if Sumner now can do the same. She can. Well done there. Good birdie. Song. 2 holes to play. Inside the cut line. At least one life form out at Kingsdale is appreciating the win this afternoon, because it's been very tough if you're trying to piece together around Kim Min Sun 7 with the low round of the week. 67 leads by 3 in the closing stages of day 2 here at the Dukshin EPC Championship. Birdie here on 14 would come in handy for Lee Ka-young. Smidge of movement to the right. Has it got the speed? It had the line. Yes, it does. Drips that one in over the front edge. Not as many Lee Ka-young fans out there. They're certainly making their voices heard as their girl gets to 3 over par. A couple of birdies. To 15. It's just going to get this to the shelf and it'll tumble on for Hong Jung-min. There it goes, racing down the slope. Line looks pretty good. Oh, denied by the flagstick. Koji-1. So for birdie, but playing from the opposite side of Young. So this one a right to left, a little bit more comfortable. Right-handed golfer. Similar result. Good birdie there for Koji-Yu. Now moves to 2 over par with her 3rd birdie of the day. Sparkling tee shot from Koji-1. Able to convert though. Fresh off a birdie at 14. Koji-Yu with the honour at 15. Just to hit 8 iron. It should be a similar club for Ji-Yu. Higher. It's a nice little kick off that front fringe. Good shot. The High One Resorts Ladies Open champion. Hyunju on 16, going with 3 wood. Downhill tee shot, uphill second. Manner of terrain to traverse here at the par 4. Short, that's on. There's that pin high. A little help off that slope. Down you come. Wonderful shot there from Lee Kai-young. Koji-Yu trying to race back to the clubhouse with a bunch of birdies to get herself back in the mix heading into day 3. 18th hole, no, beg your pardon, the 16th hole. And G1. Yu Hyunju going with a 3 metal. Of the week thus far goes to Kim Min Sun 7. She leads by 3, and look at the bottom right of your screen. The projected cut line has moved to 5 over par. So that's good news for the likes of Hong Jung-min as they battle to finish inside the top 60 and book a tee time on the weekend here at Kingsdale. second coming up the hill on 16 for Go G1. A couple of excellent approaches already. Ooh, that was flirting with trouble. It's going to work out fine, but that would have been heart in mouth time for G1. She got away with one there as we turn to little sister Go GU. But coming up on 15. Just running out of a little steam there. Downhill line for Yoo Hyun-ju. Resist the temptation to want to release your hands early and try and help this one up in the air. Just accept the fact it's going to come in a little lower. Turn that over left. Just club de-lofting through impact. Shooting that one long. Closing hole and a So Hyun 2 over par. Through the right rough. Awesome on that one. It's going to be a big putt upcoming. So going with a 3-wood here is Go GU. 2 over par, 3 under for her day. What must be done to try and battle her way into contention with 36 to play. Through the back of the green, but pitching into the wind, so a slightly simpler equation for Yoo Hyun-ju. And she's made a wonderful fist of things there. Lovely touch. Looks like she's got driver out on 16. Unintentional, but a little friendly assist from the cart path isn't going to hurt there. Makes a big chunk of distance out of that hole. Green, Koji 1 got lucky with that second, and with this the opportunity to try and steal one here at the par 4. Done. To the 18th, and there's a monster putt that So Hyun has left herself from the lower level of this 3-tiered green. It is for eagle. She'll be more than pleased with it from this point. Since it's on its way up the hill, needs to settle down. So tough to judge speed from that range. If it was flat, she's coming up 2 levels and putting downwind. Is the green far more likely to 3-putt it and take 2 putts, let alone make it? Middle of the fairway at the 16th. Of course, players are allowed to use rangefinders without the slope calculation turned on. So you have to pretty much do that manually. Parish books contain all that information, of course. Still, got to factor in the wind. If you Bryson DeChambeau, factor in air density as well. But still, you got to pull off the shot. Good 12 meters of upslope to add on to your yardage when you're coming up to the 16th. You don't want to be in those bunkers short. Side of caution goes a little deep. I'd much rather be there than in the sand. Can you have a deep bunker downwind, not where you want to be. Curious to see how far Lee Ga-young's got in for her second shot, because that ball bounced off the cart path a couple of times, so it's really shortened this hole. Lee. Wedge for her. That one's come out low. It's a low screamer. Caught that off the bottom of the face and turned a good break into a bit of a problem here. That is a good 25 yards over the back of the green for Ga-young. The adventure not over on the 16th yet. Former Dumbu Construction Korean Championship winner. Now back to be on the last for a 2-putt birdie. Remember, she was in the front edge of the green in 2. It's a 3-putt, and it's a par. Safely through. weekend action, but we'll start the third round tomorrow morning. 8 shots behind. Kim Min Sun 7. 74 today. Time titleist in 2024. Well, let's reflect on some of the best of Friday action here at Kingsdale. Starting off with morning starters. As an approach into the 5th. Stopping on a dime. That would lead to a pretty simple birdie. I took her to 3 under par. Par 5 ninth. This also was for a birdie. Agonizingly close for Jung Yoon Ji, who hasn't had the best of starts to a season. She's a player who can control her tee shots and control her irons in the high winds. Level par yesterday, 69 today for Jung Yoon Ji. She'll be in the final group tomorrow afternoon. Birdies are rare here. Park Hyun-kyu managed to bin one there. She too carded a round of 69 to move into contention. But it was all about Kim Min Sun 7. That red hot putter. A birdie on the 7th, which took her to 4 under par. That was already her 3rd of the day. Shin Sil was coming towards the end of her round. Last week's winner at the next Sensate 9 Masters. Plenty of power, said being conservative off the tee was part of her strategy this week. She was aggressive with her second shot into the par 5. What an effort for Bang Shin Sil. That would set up an eagle opportunity on her final hole of the day. Terrific way to end, and certainly entertain ambitions of going back-to-back come Sunday afternoon, but she's going to have to catch this lady, Kim Min Sun 7, who was absolutely flying. That putt got her to 6 under par for her round, back-to-back birdies to start her back 9. Things just took a bit of a wobble here on the 15th. Was not the toughest spot to leave her tee shot. Was a pretty makeable chip. Gave this one a nice run. Inexplicably got over that 3-footer, shoved it outside right edge. Bogey spoiled otherwise what was otherwise a pretty perfect day. She would respond in great fashion though. This at the difficult 17th, 30-footer up and over a little spine, burying itself in the middle to move her back to 6 under par and stretch that lead at 2-3. A par at the 18th would be good enough for a low round the week, and a 3-shot lead going into moving day tomorrow afternoon. Certainly hope you can join us for day 3 action from the inaugural Dukshin EPC Championship, where Kim Min Sun will take a sizable advantage into weekend coverage. Looking forward to your company tomorrow. Bye-bye for now. Okay.